What are the freaking odds? You know, wanted to just check the sprinklers before. Oh, jeez. I just wanted to make sure that we hadn't hit any sprinkler lines. And I'm glad I checked. It's awesome. All I can do is shake my head. Good times. All right. The suspense is killing me here. I already took some of the bed apart. Let's see how well I managed to kill the sprinklers here. And I didn't pull the rebar out because I want to see like how good my shot was. Here, can we bring this closer? Not lose it in the hole. This is like digging for fossils. Lots of roots in here. That's why when we were knocking them in, I figured we were just hitting roots. Oh man, I can see the pipe down there. This isn't even in line with the sprinkler. I don't I don't know what indication there was that this would have been here, but I guess this is just what you get. Come on, man. It's very anticlimactic. Come on, man. Oh, I see it. You see the pipe? Smoke that baby. Direct hit. Oh my gosh. Ow, it's sharp. You see that? Look, right in the pipe, like dead on. Well, we'll go to the hardware store in the morning and we'll get her all fixed up. We can get these sprinklers working. Got all this dead grass back here. Let's see. Perfect. Oh, perfect punch out. Look, there's even the piece. There's even a piece of the PVC pipe. Good job, me. That is a perfect hit. I couldn't have done that if I was trying. That'll be fun to fix. Thumbs down. I want to show you what I usually use, and it's pretty easy. It doesn't take any really any tools. You don't need any solvents or glue. You just need your shovel to get down in the hole, and a saw to cut, or some kind of a cutter to cut through the pipe cleanly. So I've already dug it out a little bit, and I'm actually going to make this a little bit bigger. So I need a little bit of room to work, because I'm actually going to, where this pipe landed, I hammered a piece of rebar into it because there's a brand new planter bed right above us here. So I'm going to need to move it. So I'm just going to dig out a little bit here just so I can reposition the pipe when we're all done. But usually when you're in a spot like this, it's difficult because you don't have a lot of room in the dirt, and plus the dirt being around the pipe, you can't really move the PVC tube around at all. So this coupler that I have here is really good for working in a small space. And I just picked one up this morning at Lowe's. It was under $5, and it was for 1/2-inch PVC pipe. They don't sell this in the sprinkler section, but this is actually in like the PVC pipe section, and it's a coupler. It's a slip coupler, and I don't know that I would love these for other repair around the house, but I don't mind them here because this is going to be underground. The pipe is going to be very well isolated from movement, and it's not going to deteriorate from the sun, obviously, as it's in the dirt. So it's going to stay in pretty good shape for a long time. You have it's like a rubber bushing in here, and as you tighten it down, and you'll see this squeeze is tight, and this is where you get your seal from. So we'll keep digging here and we'll put this on. All right, I got that dug out pretty well. So you see my pipe is still got a little bit of connection there, but it's destroyed. I got a big hole in it. And what I like more about this coupler I got here, usually if you were gonna try to slip a new piece of pipe on here, you need these pipes to be able to move opposite directions in order to slip your fitting on. But with this compression fitting here, the smaller this hole is, actually the better. I mean, so you can make it quite long. They have lines on here, I believe. It shows you what the maximum length is, but you can actually have a hole in here probably about 2 inches long. The compression area is back here underneath these two clamps. So for right now, I'm just gonna cut this off, and you can use a hacksaw. You can use just a small handsaw. They even make like PVC cutters, but I'm gonna use my good old oscillating saw. There's one. Go. And now I'm just going to clean. This is just dirt on these pipes here. Just going to clean these off. This is just a shop towel. Clean it off. Take your repair fitting apart here. You got one of our collars. You put the collar on first, and your rubber bushing. Slide that on there. Next one. Slide our collar on. We go. The last part is to slide the fitting on there. You just slide that one on there. We're actually going to push this one on farther and then slide it back. And you want the middle of your repair to be right around in the middle here, just so you have even coverage. Really what you want to make sure is that the rubber bushings are over a whole extension of pipe. You could cut it off even to here, but in this case you'll see we're about to pull those rubber fittings in closer. So I wouldn't cut more than I need to. So right about there, I'll eyeball that. We'll say putting that one there puts the end of this pipe right about here. We're going to slide this one back down. Get that rubber bushing back down here where it needs to go. Excuse my arm. There you go. So now it's butted up against, and if you try to slide this, it doesn't move. Those rubber bushings are up against the fitting there, and then you just tighten your collars. And you snug it down, and as you're snugging it down, you're crushing that rubber, and it's becoming fatter, and it's making a seal on that PVC pipe. We'll tighten this one here. And then just tighten them down. I'd say good and tight. You're not putting a wrench or anything on these. Just as tight as you can get them by hand. And now we'll leak check that and we'll see what it does. Something that I would definitely encourage is once you've done this repair, you've likely gotten a lot of sand or dirt inside your sprinkler line. So I would go remove the head off of the sprinkler, the next sprinkler in line, which I believe is up the hill here, so that when I turn the water on, we're gonna blast all that dirt and sand out, and then we can put the sprinkler head back on and not be worried about that dirt and sand plugging up the screen and the sprinkler head. So let's go do that now. Cool. Let's go turn on the sprinkler. Let's get out of here and get wet. So if you got one of these sprinkler controllers like I have here, this is a Hunter. Most of them are very similar in the way they operate, but right now I have the system off. And I want to run one zone right now, and I know on my controller it's zone 9, so I go to manual single station. Let's go to 9. And then run. And then depending on where your solenoids are, you might hear them click. We'll go in the backyard, we'll go check it out, and we'll come back. All right, so now we went in the back, we verified everything was working properly. So now to cancel the sprinklers run, we just hit system off. And you could leave it off now, or you can just put it back to run and it will go back to its normally scheduled run times. But for right now, I'm gonna leave mine off, close this up. And there we go, now the line's clear. Let's check this out. So you can see now, let's see, can we look down in there? You normally have a bunch of sand and stuff in there and it would plug up your sprinkler head. But that's just a piece of leaf I picked up. But anyway, now we don't have to worry about that getting clogged. So we're almost done. All right. So now the next thing we're going to do is, now that I've put the sprinkler back on, the sprinkler head back in, I'm going to turn the water back on again, and I'm going to come and I'm going to check this and make sure that there's no leaks. Oh, that's great. The sprinklers are all working. I have good water pressure. There's no water on them pipes, or on the there's no water leaking out of the PVC, and I don't have any on my fingers here. So I'd say we're good to go. I'm gonna have to fix that. I'm gonna have to fix that sprinkler head when we're done. But these other ones are working really good. So that's awesome. All right, we're almost done. We're gonna go turn off those sprinklers and put my bed back together. And that's pretty much it. Everything is good to go. We're just gonna fill this hole back up. I mentioned I got a piece of rebar that needs to go right where this pipe is, and I'm going to dig back and I'm going to move it out of the way. But once you've done this and you verified you don't have any leaks here and your sprinklers are working fine, that's it. You just fill your hole back in with some dirt and you're done. So I hope this helped. Like I said, this was probably took about half hour of my time, and going to the store and picking up one of these couplers here. This is from Lowe's. Like I said, it was about $5 out the door for 1/2-inch sprinkler pipe, but they make these all the way up to, I've seen them commonly for sprinklers. You have your 1/2 inch, you have 3/4, and you have 1 inch. So I hope this helps. Have a good one.